give power over the nations. Giving all praise to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Kakwadash. And this is from Revelation, the 2nd chapter and the 26th verse. But I'm going to read some verses above that. But let me just read the verse, the 27th verse. And he shall further proving that the Most High is only dealing with the nation of Israel, and that the Most High to reward the nation of Israel, ultimately starting with the elect, will give us charge over the other nations. And this is coming out of the New Testament. It says, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers. 26th verse. You know what? Let me go to the 24th verse. Revelation 2 verse 24. But unto you I say, and unto the rest in Thyatira, as many as have not this doctrine, because there's only one doctrine. If you're teaching that Edomites and other nations can make it, that's not the doctrine. You might have 95% of the scriptures correct, but if you say other nations can make it, that's not part of the doctrine. It says, in which have not known the depths of Satan. Now, to know and understand the depth of Satan, you have to ultimately know that Satan, the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan, will use the mark of the beast, which is the microchip. If you're teaching anything other than that, then you're not teaching the doctrine. I will put upon you none other burden. 25th verse. But that which ye have already hold fast till I come. Bear me for a minute. I want to try something. Hopefully this will work. Okay, it's working. Okay, it goes on to say in the 25th verse, it says, but that which ye have already hold fast till I come. Now, what are we to hold fast until the Lord comes? This truth, the doctrine. If I'm teaching that Esau and the other nations are going into captivity, and another group says, no, certain Edomites can make it, that's not the doctrine. That's not the doctrine. You're adding or either taking away from the word. It says, And he, 26th verse, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him, and keepeth thy works unto the end is talking about you got to keep doing this work. You can't know that you're an Israelite and you take a hiatus, a break. You take a couple of years off and then you make your return. And then you have videos that say, we're back. Well, you ain't never supposed to. When does it say you're supposed to leave? It was given to the Apostle John in John 7:38. Out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. So if you have this truth in you, it's supposed to be gushing out. There's no faucet where you can turn the valve and turn it off for a while. That's the sign of a true man of the Lord. Constantly pushing out these videos. You know, if you miss a week or 2 weeks, or even a couple of days, that's a problem. And the scriptures say, examine yourself, whether you be of the faith. Prove your own self, lest ye be a reprobate, a man void of understanding in the laws. So you got to watch the individual that you ain't seen this guy do a video or go out there on the highways and the byways. And if you're a disciple of Yahweh Shai, a man of the Lord, you believe you're a man of the Lord, you're supposed to be out there on them highways and the byways. There's no scripture saying you can take winters off. It says, and he that keepeth, and he that overcometh. When do you overcome? When you're beamed up into that great ship that the Lord is going to come back with. Because when you read Revelation 11, it speaks about one ship. Now, we don't know if the Lord is going to deliver all the elect or the 1/3 of one ship, but he can come with a ship big enough to deliver millions of people, if need be. Or will some of us be delivered in one major ship and actually meet Yahweh Shai, and then you have others that'll be beamed up in other ships? Because that'll be something. You get beamed up into this mighty ship that Ezra thought was a mountain, and the first person that you see is Yahweh Shai, and you're changed. So that's what it means to overcome. 26 verse again, Revelation 2 verse 26, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. So what does it mean by to him will I give power over the nations? We as Israelites, because the only ones that's going to be delivered are the Israelites, starting with the elect, we're going to receive power over Esau and the other nations. So that's the beginning of the kingdom. Then it goes on to say, 27th verse, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. Now what does the he mean? Let's go back to the 26th verse. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto, so any of you, he meaning any of you that keep the works of the Lord to the end and overcometh, I will give power over the nations. I will give him power over the nations. So if it's a million of us or hims or he's, we're going to have power over the nations. And he, meaning any of you that overcome and keepeth my works unto the end, and he, 27th verse, shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers. This is coming out of the New Testament. I thought the New Testament was all about love. Well, this is just a little inkling of what the kingdom's going to be like. We're going to be over them as Israelites, and the other nations are going to be under us, and we're going to beat the shit out of them and work them, because the new kingdom is going to be on the earth. Let me read 27 verse again. And he shall rule over them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father. That right there is Yahushai. This is the proof that Yahushai is different from the Father. He said, and I will give him the morning star. The hymn is talking about any of you that have overcome to the end and keepeth my works unto the end. It says, I will give him the morning star. What does a morning star mean? It means old day star. In Latin, the word is Lucifer. So you got these ill-informed jakes out there that say Lucifer means Satan. No, Lucifer, the Lucifer in power right now is Esau, the elite of Esau. So in the kingdom, we will be the new Lucifer, which simply means old day star or bright and morning star. That's the first star you see in the north. And in old literature, I believe they even call that star Lucifer, which simply means old day star or light bearer or light. It says, he, 29 verse, he that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. So now this is what I did. If I can find it. What I did was I simply